This video is to show how to program a second keyless entry remote to your car. First, I'm going to go over some basic information about keyless entry systems. Then, I'm going to go over an example make, in this case Ford, followed by a short clip of me pairing a second keyless entry to a Ford truck. After that, I will go through how to do it for other makes. If you want to simply skip to your make or the example, feel free from the arrows below. A keyless entry remote sends a radio frequency signal as a changing 40-bit number to your car to tell it to actuate the lock or unlock. Because of the length of the code, it is almost impossible for someone to guess your car's code, even though your car will accept any of the next 100 numbers in the remote's sequence. Some quick things. 1. Your remote must be compatible with the make and year of your car. 2. Almost all the following methods require one keyless entry already paired to your car, with the notable exception of Mazda. 3. It seems obvious, but you must have lock actuators in order to implement remote keyless entry. Because I have a clip for this make, I will not talk through the steps.
This is programming a Ford key fob. This one works. This one does not. So first, we open the door. All the doors have to be closed before this. And then we're going to crank this from run to off 8 times. The lock cycle, that tells me it's in programming mode. Now I hit the unlock button on this key fob. It'll honk to confirm. It'll do that. Now I can turn it off, close it. Now, this one still works, and this one still works. There we go. That's how it works.
For Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep cars, you start by turning the key to the on position, which is the position just before you crank the vehicle. Then you hold down the unlock button on the old remote for at least 4 seconds, but less than 10 seconds. While still holding down the unlock button, press and hold the panic button. You should almost immediately hear a beep, which tells you that you're in programming mode. Next, press both the lock and unlock button on your old remote. Then, press the unlock button on both your new and old remote together. You should hear a beep. This confirms that your new remote is programmed. Then, turn your key to the off position and for Chevrolet vehicles, have only the driver's door open and insert the key into the ignition. Hold the unlock button on the door and cycle the key twice. Then let go of the button. The locks will cycle to confirm. Now press and hold the lock and unlock button on each remote individually until the locks cycle. After you're done with all of your remotes, turn your key to the on position to finish. For Mazda vehicles, have only the driver's door open and insert your key into the ignition. Cycle your key 3 times from on to off. Then open and close your door 3 times. Note that the door switch is all the car sees as far as closing and opening your door, so you can just press it 3 times. The car will cycle the locks to confirm you're in programming mode. You must do the next step 3 times. Press any button twice on a remote. The lock should cycle after each time. If you have one remote, do that remote 3 times. If you have 2 remotes, do the first remote, then the second remote, then either remote for the 3rd time. If you have 3 remotes, do each one once.